Hello! You're listening to the Ace Up Your Sleeve podcast. My name is Reichen Young, president of the Acting Company for Excellence and host of the Ace Up Your Sleeve podcast. Today we are talking to Mr. Darrell Rodenbaugh. Mr. Darrell has served as executive director of the Plano Children's Theater, then NTPA Governing Board president, before becoming chief executive officer in 2018. He has led NTPA to unprecedented growth and has been critical to the organization's expansion into new cities across DFW. Mr. Darrell has led the creation of the NTPA Academy, Repertory Theater, the Willow Bend Center of the Arts, the 10 Characters, the AMP Awards, and the ACE program. Welcome, Mr. Darrell!
Hey, Reichen, thanks for letting me be a part of this. This is fantastic. I love what you guys are doing with this project, so thank you for pulling this off.
So, first of all, thank you for everything you've done for NTPA. I mean, I'm sitting right here as ACE president because you had the insight to help create an NTPA student leadership program. Yeah. So, while we're on the topic, let's begin with ACE. Why did you think the program would be beneficial to kids?
Yeah. Thanks, Reichen, for diving into the ACEs first. This is, when I think of all the things that I had a hand in creating, the ACE program is one of them I'm most proud of. When we started the ACE program, this goes back now some 12 years ago, the objective was to create an opportunity for kids that wanted to remain in the program longer, to do more fun things, and expand their learning. Back then, when I think about what was then the Plano Children's Theater and what it looked like back then, kids would kind of leave the organization at about age 13 or 14. Guys like you, with your experience and your age, wouldn't be here. You would have sort of aged out, and about 12, 13, 14 years old, people kind of aged out, and we created the ACEs really as an opportunity for them to extend their learning, for them to get to the kids then to get more involved, more engaged, and to stick around and be a part of the program. And so we'd fashioned it early on as being sort of 50% fun, 50% learning and challenging, and I'm happy to say that a dozen years later, it's still a lot of that.
Yes, fantastic. Now, you were instrumental in creating the NTPA Academy. What do you hope students gain when they attend the school?
Yeah. I'm so proud of the Academy and what it's become and what it's going to become. It is, I truly believe, 5 years from now, it's going to be the thing that people know NTPA the most about is because of our success in the Academy. To me, the Academy is really all about putting the opportunity in front of kids to be able to learn the craft, to really take their passion for the arts to a whole different level that they couldn't do in the public school realm, and there's certainly no private schools in the area that do anything like what we're trying to accomplish. What I also wanted to provide was the opportunity for those kids that are pursuing professional careers as young adults, to give them an opportunity in a flexible learning environment that they could continue to work on their skills, continue to become better at their stagecraft while they're doing auditions and being in shows outside of the school environment. And so the Academy objective was really about how do we provide that balance between for those students that are wanting to try that sort of that professional experience, or potentially they want to go off and do a professional experience later, and how do we provide that best educational foundation to enable them to do that. So it's truly targeted towards those that are very serious about pursuing the performing arts as a career.
Wonderful. And now bouncing off of that, you also helped develop the NTPA Repertory Theater. Why was that such a passion project for you? Yeah,
the Repertory Theater's become such a wonderful thing. I'm so proud of what they've done. The years and years ago, there was an organization called the Plano Repertory Theater Company, and it was well renowned. But in the early 2000s, it actually went out of business and closed their doors. And so Repertory Theater Company to us was really kind of to fill that void and provide that opportunity. I love the catchphrase that we use in repertory, and that's bringing Broadway to the burbs. And so what we really want to try to do is we want to try to provide that performing arts experience that allows someone in sort of the northern Dallas area to be able to see some of the best on-stage experiences available without having to go all the way to downtown Dallas. And I think we accomplished that. Right now the Repertory Theater Company is an award-winning program. It was voted voted by Broadway World as the best repertory theater company in the region. It's gotten 15 nominations for Column Awards. It's gotten 2 different Column Awards over the last 3 or 4 years. So it is well recognized in the region, and I think we're gonna see it become a bigger and bigger part of our organization.
NTPA has been growing over the last couple years with a new theater in South Lake. What else is in store for future of the NTPA?
Yeah, so you're going to be able to watch us, and we'll continue to grow geographically. Our vision is that every youth should have the opportunity to take the stage, and so we're looking for more and more opportunities to fulfill that vision and give them that opportunity. So watch for more geographic expansion over time. The other thing called the North Texas Performing Arts Studios. Studios is all about taking that educational and performance experience that you enjoy today on stage and putting it on camera. And so it's all about staging a mini film, a film short kind of experience, staging that, filming that over either a 2-week intensive kind of process or a traditional sort of 10 or 12-week rehearsal and then show process. But staging it, filming it, and then having a world premiere of the outcome, of the work that comes out of that. And so we're working now with some area movie theaters so that once we have the film complete, we're then going to go premiere it in an actual big screen major movie theater and create that as our premiere for the program. So our intent is to make this actually a big part of what we do at NTPA, and I think 5 or 10 years from now, you're going to see the video and film part of what we do every bit as big as what we do on stage.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, I'm so excited now. Okay. You were influential in creating NTPA's 10 characters. Teamwork, leadership, responsibility, respect, self-confidence, integrity, discipline, gratitude, positive attitude, and love one another. Why is it important for students to know and abide by these 10 characters?
Yeah, so the whole objective was to decide as an organization, what do we stand for? What are those training traits, those characters that we want to pass along to our students, that we want them to respect and watch and abide by? And so we created the 10 characters to try to provide sort of that roadmap, that guidance to how, what we thought were the important characteristics of a successful NTPA student, but also a series of life skills that you can take on and learn someplace else. I genuinely believe that that while we teach great theatrical skills, dramatic skills, dancing, etc., I genuinely believe that the most valuable skills our students are going to leave from this place with, and it's going to have the biggest impact on their lives, is going to be those 10 characters. I sort of liken them to the Boy Scout law. The Boy Scouts have a similar list of attributes that are important that they follow, and I sort of consider this our equivalent within the North Texas Performing Arts.
Wonderful. Yeah, I've always tried to follow my best with the 10 characters, and it's for sure helped me in my even like extracurricular life where I do everything else, and they absolutely work. So thank you for installing those. And finally, what advice would you give students who want to pursue theater as a career?
So the way I look at the whole theater world is first we have to recognize that it's highly competitive. We have to think about those roles getting into if your objective is to get to Broadway or that level of play, you have to be thinking about getting to that level the same way that someone that's maybe pursuing football or baseball is going to get in the major leagues, right? It's the same odds of challenge or about the same level of difficulty. And so we have to bear that in mind. But I also think that we need to recognize that for every opportunity on stage, there's 10 opportunities off stage that go to support the organization that may be putting on that theatrical production. And so that's why we really focus and offer classes even in the academy around things beyond sort of working on the stage, and that's the technical theater tracks and some of the other things that you need to learn in order to be successful in supporting the theater operation off stage. I would also say, and this is one of the reasons I'm really excited about what we're doing with the whole film and TV kind of program, is that I do think that our students need to pick up that as a critical skill. If there's anything that COVID taught us over the last couple of years, it's that we better hone our online experience, our online skills, either performing on the little screen or the big screen, and we kind of got to get our arms around that. So I would say, as advice to any aspiring actor, is while the playing on the stage is a lot of fun. Very often what we'll find is your career opportunities, probably the financial return that you might want to see, is probably more than likely going to happen on screen. And that's going to be commercials, it's going to be potentially TV shows, and that sort of thing is going to be probably the bigger opportunity going forward.
Wonderful. And now, Mr. Darrell, it is time for the quick questions, where we ask every guest the same 5 quick questions. You must answer every question quickly and without explanation. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Number 1. What was the name of the first show you performed?
Tom Sawyer.
What is your favorite show?
Les Mis.
Oh, yes! We love that show. What is your favorite role?
I'd have to say it's Scrooge. I hate to say, of course it's going to be Scrooge.
What is your dream role?
I think Scrooge is my dream role.
Wow.
So when we do Scrooge this year, this will be the 12th year that we've done Scrooge, 12th year in a row that we've performed Scrooge. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be quick answers. I'm going to depart for a little bit. This will be my 12th year of doing Scrooge, and I will have taken the stage in that role 100 times by the end of this next run.
Wow!
So I would have to say that Scrooge has kind of become my dream role, and I'll probably do it another, if they'll let me, I'll probably do another 10 or 20 years.
Wow, that's amazing. And now, what is your favorite candy?
Famously, peanut M&Ms.
Oh,
the only reason we stock those in our concession stand is because I insist that we have peanut M&Ms available, mostly for me, quite selfishly. Yes.
Well, there you go. That's a fun little insight. Thank you so much, Mr. Darrell, for talking with us on the Ace Up Your Sleeve podcast. And until next time, I'm Reichen Young. Remember, you always have a winning hand with an ace up your sleeve. The Ace Up Your Sleeve podcast is brought to you by the students of the Acting Company for Excellence at North Texas Performing Arts. This podcast was created by Reichen Young, with sound design and editing by Latham Young. Faculty supervision is provided by Hannah Brewer. NTPA is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing the character of youth through quality performing arts education and family entertainment. Learn more about upcoming programs and events at ntpa.org.